after England defeated the French at the Battle of Bremule, Normandy was back in King Henry's hands. But 1 year later, his good fortune turned to tragedy. In 1120, his son and heir William Adelin died in a shipwreck. The future of Henry I's kingdom was in jeopardy. Henry desperately needed a new heir. With no legitimate sons left alive, he broke with tradition and chose his daughter, Matilda. Henry forced his barons to swear an oath to accept Matilda as queen. But when the king died, they broke their promise. England would not be ruled by a woman. Matilda's cousin Stephen saw his chance and claimed the throne. The crisis moved to the capital. At Westminster Abbey, Stephen was crowned king, but Matilda wanted what was hers. She was also lining up powerful supporters who would fight Stephen for her right to rule. Their conflict engulfed England in civil war. Fighting raged throughout the land. In 1141, everything focused on one of the kingdom's most strategic cities, Lincoln. Matilda's allies had commandeered the castle. But King Stephen was determined to take it back. He besieged the castle. Stalemate. As dawn broke on February the 2nd, everything was about to change. Matilda's half-brother, Robert of Gloucester, raced to break the siege. As Robert's forces approached Lincoln, Stephen's army turned away from the castle to face them. Robert could win Matilda the crown, but only if his army could win the day. Robert of Gloucester's forces approached Lincoln. Their task, to liberate the castle from King Stephen's siege. While behind Lincoln's walls, troops loyal to Matilda held the castle for the Empress. First, Robert's forces would stage an ambush to prevent enemy reinforcements from joining with King Stephen's army. Robert's men concealed themselves in a sheltered grove and lay in wait for the enemy.
Ich habe gefunden, der Foe! Ich sehe the foe!
Robert defeated the first column of Stephen's reinforcements, but he knew more were on the way. Stephen's reinforcements eliminated, Robert was steadily undermining the siege.
What beathin hesten, ich obey thine hes. Ich so hes, send me to mine wekes. Here we for blood on ball. Essa sono di
Robert's men decimated King Stephen's reinforcements and were poised to break the siege. Continuing the push towards Lincoln, Robert sent in a large company of reinforcements to aid his vanguard. To further weaken the siege, Robert would need to cut off Stephen's supplies. He targeted the nearby market town.
Tulkas foliende hestes. Heriende hestes nu. Al Suiza, yes. Sua the heta. Glidande ner hurtas no one never idal. Ontifotas, Pereth. Tindwinleth, Fereth, Nuthan, Comathon. Al Swift.
Ich habe found the foe!
Sua the heta. Canadu.
Matilda's cause, a large group of knights arrived at Lincoln to bolster Robert's army. With the market town in ruins, King Stephen's supplies began to dwindle.
At me no word.
Robert received word that Welsh troops under Matilda's banner were en route to join forces with him. But King Stephen had the roads to Lincoln heavily guarded, and the route was not without risk, even for the hardy Welshmen.
Look jou wie hier voortwaarde frekkes, met baldenes. Nu, Tulkes, ich live to hear it. Ut readeth nu, Tulkes. Andente to serve.
Making their way to Lincoln, Matilda's Welsh allies were ambushed by the king's soldiers. Robert's men would need to aid the Welsh if they wanted their help in breaking the siege. Joining forces on the road to Lincoln, Matilda's allied troops made for the castle to lift the siege.
Vi shall leda jou. Dute is none borden. Certes. Ut rideth nu, Tulkas. Alles with. I shall leda jou. Forth warde frekkes, mid baldenes. At mina word, ferreth.
Robert's forces spotted a large detachment of Stephen's soldiers guarding the castle gates. If they hoped to liberate Lincoln, they would need to break the blockade and rout the army. Robert's forces scattered the king's army, leaving the gates to the castle unguarded.
Dute is none borden. It's live to hear it.
Robert's men finally united with Lincoln's garrison. They could now use the castle to strengthen their army. To lift the siege, they needed to destroy the enemy camps surrounding the castle.
Certes. Alles with. Herr Willer Dien. Der Sweden, der Verhände. Apokryphos, ja! Apokryphos, ja! Apokryphos, ja! Apokryphos, ja!
Matilda's forces struck hard, destroying one of King Stephen's siege camps.
Ut rideth nu, Tulkis.
We have a gear gun!
Hestes, combat, Arwaymen! Here, Hestes!
King Stephen's army dwindled as Matilda's forces struck down another siege camp.
Hestes cometh.
Sparrowmen, appointeth bearers.
Freckes haken, nu Hestes. Hestes cometh, Arwaymen! Hestes and Ormbormen! Yeah, Hestes! Hestes, yeah, Arwaymen! Hestes and Ormbormen! Yeah, Hestes! Hestes, yeah, Arwaymen! Hestes cometh, Arwaymen! Hestes and Ormbormen! Hestes cometh, Arwaymen! Hestes, yeah, Arwaymen! Waylet Marcus, Arwaymen! Bulliente, Hestes! Ikene du! Jere, Hestes! Astyria! Rabde, Arwaymen! Opne and Verret, Arwaymen! Stebet to hit, Arwaymen! Keep it, or Marcus, Bowman! Shete! Presset, ja, Arwaymen! And sweeter, yes, sir! Fair up lethally on the steering! Keep it, or Marcus, Bowman! Step it to hit, Arwaymen! Waylet Marcus, Arwaymen! Shoot the head! Shete! Astyria! Rabde, Arwaymen! Bay up lethally on the steering! Valiente Hestes! Waylet Marcus, Arwaymen! Up there, Barrett, Arwaymen! Astyria! Rabde, Arwaymen! Each Arway hitter, shared. Unde Hestes cometh, Arwaymen! Ikene du! Sheten! Hestes and Ormbormen!
The king's army was scattered, and those who didn't fall fled. King Stephen was spotted, shielded by his men. To end the siege, Matilda's forces needed to capture Stephen and rout his army.
Upp när better, Ardway men. Wave and shaken! Dresset jag Ardway suget heter. Höstes kommer stämmen suget Ardway moa is och kalle du. Kempes, lustet för hästes.
Matilda's men closed in and finally captured King Stephen. Matilda's forces had won the battle at Lincoln. But the fight for the crown was not over yet.